So everyone in the sim racing hobby has come to that point where they decided they want their first sim rig, but also they don't want to spend too much. They're probably already spent enough as it is, so they want a rig that maybe looks really cool, fits what type of style racing they want to do, but also doesn't break the bank. Now I'm coming from a Playseat Formula Intelligence and about 2 years of searching, and in that time frame, there's been so many more manufacturers making so many more rigs, and it's almost too much to handle. The market is oversaturated, but I've been able to sift through all of that and find what I think is the perfect Formula style rig, and that rig is the Sabelt P99 EVO 1. So let's check it out. So let's start with the star of the show, and that star is the seat. Now I cannot stress or convey how good this seat is through this video. It's kind of like smelling food through a television, but they absolutely nailed this, from the removable cushions, removable headrests, and then also the engineering in the rig to where they are able to recess the seat into the rig to get you really low to the ground to give that authentic F1 feeling. That F1 position is basically second to none. And now you can actually go on Sabelt's website and create your own custom seat with different cushions, different colors for the liner of the seat. So you can basically, if you're trying to match a team or a color and aesthetic, you can do that as well. Now, another pro to Sabelt's rigs is they've created this almost ecosystem of profile rigs. You can choose between either the S-Class, which is more of a GT3 style. You have the P series, which is what I have, that's the Formula, and then you also have the X, which is more of a rally. When you're looking on the website, you can actually go through and decide what quote-unquote stage you want to go to with each of the cockpits. So you can choose either stage 1, stage 2, or stage 3, and each of those stages have, whether it be just the rig itself, the rig with a direct drive mount and a seat, and then the stage 3 comes with everything, and then also a monitor stand. I believe it's triple as well. Now, moving on to the last part of the rig is the pedal plate, which is another really cool piece of engineering from Sabelt. They designed it to be able to lift high enough on the rig to where your feet are essentially above your knees, which is what you need to be in for a Formula style position. But it also has the ability to slide back and forth, and then also rotate, on an angle to make your heels either higher or lower. It just depends on preference for that one, but they did it in a way that looks like it belongs on the rig, or it was designed for the rig with the angles of the profile. And then also they have this cool little elevated notch area to where if you have pedals, say like the VRS pedals that aren't necessarily that long, it has a pedal plate that can go across the back part of the deck and raise up to lift your feet to the correct position for the VRS pedals. So with all the pros, we're going to have to move to the cons at some point, and let's just get what probably some of you think is going to be a big con, is the price. For what it is, I think it should be priced way over $1,900. It's pretty expensive for a profile rig, but there isn't anything like it, which is, kind of what I alluded to earlier in the video. I would say that SimLab probably is the closest in terms of like ecosystems, engineering, and quality of build, but at the time they didn't have a Formula One style like this. You're either going to pay probably around $1,000 to $2,000 for a good F1 style rig, or you're going to have to go maybe into the 5 figures for something that's bespoke. So $1,900, $2,000. Yeah, that's expensive, but it's kind of a buy once, cry once, and I promise you, you won't be crying that long once you build it up and get it set up to how you want it. So $1,900, I don't think it's that bad. So another con of the rig is basically a con by default because it is aluminum profile, and typically with those, if you need to adjust something, whether it's the height of the wheel deck, height of the pedals, or the seat, if you move one, you have to, untighten everything, slide it forward, slide it back, and then you would have to go and adjust the wheel deck to slide it forward, slide it back, and then so on and so forth with the pedals. That is one advantage I will give the Playseat Formula Intelligence over the P99, is it has a slider built into the rig, and then also a slider on the wheel deck. So anyone that wants to hop in, your rig and check it out, they can adjust it within seconds. It's super easy, super intuitive. But with the way they have it set up, you can't actually get the monitor behind the wheelbase or in front of it because it has those tubular bars running all the way down the side of the rig. So that was one of the things I hated the most about it. I have a triple monitor setup, as you can see. I wanted it behind the wheelbase and a lot lower. So after waiting for so long, finally Sawbelt has, answered my prayers for that. So I do want to end this review saying that I did pay for this rig myself. It's kind of a weird journey how I came across the opportunity to get this rig and review it. I was trying to find a way to basically bypass the cost of shipping it from Europe, where Sawbelt is located, all the way to the US. But Sawbelt does have a warehouse in Florida now that does offer their sim racing equipment. So I got in contact with one of the employees there named Adam, who was great. He worked with me. We worked out a deal to basically, I had to travel to Florida to get it, but I had to find a way to transport it back myself so they didn't have to ship it. And then also they gave me a demo, basically like a floor model that had been used for a convention or something like that. So I flew down there, rented a car, drove it all the way back up to Western New York to be able to review it. And I really do appreciate and just want to say thanks to everyone at Sawbelt. They were great. They showed me around the warehouse. I couldn't have been more happy with the experience overall. So hope I did a good job reviewing it. Like I said, I wasn't paid for this. I paid for it with my own money. So my thoughts are my own. And just want to say thanks for watching the video, and stay tuned for the next one.